Hello, Standard 8. Your Arun sir, going to teach a new chapter in biology. And the name of the chapter is Diseases, Cause and Control. Means, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the different types of diseases. Yes, we will also discuss about the corona, what type of disease it is, how it is caused, what are the beliefs regarding different types of disease, how it can be cured, what are the medicines related to these disease, what are the vaccines related to the disease. We will discuss in detail. Don't think that I am going to make you a doctor. Simply teaching about this, teaching biology doesn't mean that you are going to become a doctor and sir has told that for this disease this medicine is used. No. We will discuss here about the symptoms, about the causes, remedies, the medicines. We will discuss. But that doesn't mean that you will become a doctor. Now, first thing, disease. If I will ask you that what is disease or what does it mean, it is made up of two words. The first word is dis and second word is. Dis means opposite. I like you, you dislike me. Dis means opposite. And is. Nowadays we are in ease, nothing to do work, means comfortable, means it is just opposite to comfortable. You will not remain comfortable, opposite to it, and that is the disease. So meaning understood, opposite of ease is the disease. It is a condition in which the normal function of the body, the normal functioning of the body is disturbed. Suppose the work of our stomach is to digest the food and it is not digesting. It means we are suffering from a disease. The normal functioning of the stomach is to digest the food and that is not doing the work. By eyes we are able to see, but by the way, you are not visible, means I am suffering from a disease. Understood or not? If normal functioning of the body is disturbed, then that is called as disease. Now, what are the early beliefs about the disease? Nowadays also, some people in our country, when a person is suffering from disease, instead of taking him to a doctor, he takes to Ojha, Guni, some magician, and what is the belief that by magic they may be cured, but that is not the true. Okay, whenever we fall sick we must consult a doctor. Only he knows about the disease, he may advise us to take medicine, and only by that only we can be cured, nor by Jadu, Tona and Ojha and Guni. Understood or not? So, disease is departure from normal health through a structural and functional disorder of the body. It is departure. Departure knowing? Arrival and departure timing of train means departure of normal functioning of departure of normal functioning of the body, normal health, departure of normal health means our health is not normal. Departure of normal health through a structural and functional, through a structural and functional Listen, departure of normal health through a structural and functional disorder of the body, disorder of the body. It is the correct definition of a disease. It is a condition in which there is departure of normal health through a structural and functional disorder. Either there may be disorder in structure or disorder in function. Disorder in a structure. Eye instead of here is here. That is what? Disorder. This bone instead of here it is here. That is a structural departure. And functional disorder means other than normal functioning of the body is not, the organ is not there, then that is departure, a normal structural and functional disorder of the body, and that is called as disease. And to make people aware about the good health, we should maintain a good health. Okay, because healthy brain remains in a healthy body. Health means what? Doesn't mean that I should be a wrestler. We must be physically, mentally and socially fit. Physically, mentally and socially well-being. And that is the definition of a good health according to WHO. So we should maintain a good health, good physical, mental and social well-being. Physical well-being means physically we should be fit, away from disease. Our weight must be according to our height. Neither it should be less nor it should be more. According to age it should be. So that is about the good health, and we should maintain good health. And for that only on 7th April World Health Day is celebrated. 7th April each year 7th April is celebrated as World Health Day. World Health Day. Very clear or not? Just to make people aware about the good health. Now, all the diseases are of same category. Means fever and corona, both are same thing. Both are the disease. But we can classify disease on the basis of different categories. For example, this corona is caused by a virus, COVID-19. It is a type of virus. And flu, cold, that is also caused by a virus. AIDS is also caused by a virus. All are caused by virus. Are those same thing? Or if I am feeling headache or stomachache, that is also a disease. But there is difference. So let us try to classify disease on the basis of different categories. It means we are going to discuss categories of disease. Categories of disease. On what basis the diseases are classified? First thing, that is extent of occurrence. We will discuss each and everything. Extent of occurrence. Second thing, communicability. Communicability. Third thing, according to the pathogen. Okay, according to the pathogen, according to transmitting agent, pathogens. And fourth is transmitting agent. Now let us discuss each and every category in detail. Extent of occurrence, where it occurs, to whom it occurs. Okay, that thing is very important. And according to the extent of occurrence, the disease may be pandemic, epidemic, sporadic, okay, epidemic. Communicability, it may be communicable, non-communicable, means infectious, non-infectious. Pathogens may be caused by virus, bacteria, other pathogens. Transmitting agent may be transmitted through the air, water, food. Means we will discuss in detail about the categories of disease on these basis. So let us start our discussion with the first one, extent of occurrence. Classification of disease or categories of disease on the basis of extent of occurrence. On the extent of occurrence, as I have told, the disease may be endemic, disease may be pandemic, sporadic, and may be epidemic. So, endemic, epidemic, pandemic, and sporadic. Sporadic, yes. Now we will discuss each and every type of disease on the basis of extent of occurrence. First one is, see, endemic. There may be a question, or question may be, what odd one out? I may write 3 and 1 I will enter other. And as usual, you may be asked to find the odd one out and to write the category to which others belong. On that basis also, this endemic, epidemic, pandemic and sporadic are important. So first one is endemic. What do you mean about endemic disease? It means disease is widely distributed. Okay. Endemic disease to distributed in certain area, not all area. It is distributed in certain area and affects not all people, affects a group, some people. Okay. It is certain area are affected by this endemic disease, and only few people are attacked. Not all, few people are attacked. Now what type of disease I am discussing? That it is related to certain area and few people are only the sufferer, only they are attacked by such type of disease. Yes, it is true. For example, certain African countries are there, and there the disease like yellow fever, they suffer from this disease, yellow fever. Or second thing, certain area few people are attacked, other goiter. Do you know the disease goiter? Yes, there is swelling in the neck, and here you will find less people or no, but sub-Himalayan region, there this disease is common, many people suffer from this goiter. Now a question arises, why sub-Himalayan? I will discuss that For goiter, iodine is necessary and you are advised to take iodized salt. Otherwise, our thyroid gland will not work properly. It will not release the thyroxine hormone, and there will be the swelling in our neck. And we get iodized salt, or the person who are staying, who are living near the sea, their food will not lack iodine, because lot of iodine is present in the soil, and from the soil these plants are getting iodine, and we are eating such type of grains which has got iodine. But think of the sub-Himalayan people. They are far from the sea. The soil lacks iodized salt, and that is the reason that sub-Himalayan people, they suffer from a disease like goiter. It means that type of disease is called as endemic disease, affects few people and is related to certain areas. Understood or not? Endemic. I am sure you must have understood. Second thing, that is epidemic. Epidemic. Let us discuss in detail about the epidemic. See, in this what we have discussed, endemic, few people are affected. But here, maximum people are affected. Epidemic means maximum people are affected. Have you heard about plague? Disease called plague? Yeah, that is due to the rat. And in India, it occurred when? In 1994 in Surat. Surat is a city in Gujarat. And there this disease occurred. And it spread from Surat to all over the country. And many people died. Many people. And that type of disease, when many people are affected, that type of disease is called as epidemic. When disease breaks out and spreads from place to place, means such type of disease breaks and spread from place to place. Try to understand. Breaks and spread from place to place and affects maximum number of people at the large number of people at the same time. And that type of disease is called as epidemic disease. Very clear or not? And example is plague. Example is plague. Now next, this understood epidemic. Endemic you have understood, that affects few people related to certain area. Endemic breaks and spread from place to place and affect more people. Example, corona may be example of epidemic. Corona. From there, one person traveled and came here, and here also many people are the sufferer. Epidemic. Worldwide, nowadays, person are suffering from corona. Next, that is pandemic. Let us discuss in detail about the disease pandemic. What type of disease it is? Pandemic. We have discussed epidemic. We have discussed pandemic. We have the epidemic and endemic. Now pandemic, when the disease is widely distributed worldwide. Widely distributed worldwide. Try to understand. When the disease is widely distributed worldwide, but maximum people are not sufferer. Means that disease person may be in America, maybe in India, maybe in some other countries, means worldwide. Not, it is not taking place only. It is not occurring to a certain place like that. First one, endemic disease, means worldwide you will find patient of such type of disease. Can you name a disease which is worldwide distributed, widely distributed worldwide? Yeah, maybe AIDS. Example is AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And the people who means AIDS patient may be found in India, in any of the state, and in other country also. So the disease which is widely distributed worldwide, that type of disease is called as a pandemic disease. Understood or not? So what is pandemic disease we have understood. And next is the sporadic disease. Try to understand. Sporadic. What type of disease is sporadic? We have discussed pandemic, epidemic, and we have discussed about the endemic. Now one more term came here, and that is sporadic. Sporadic means when the disease is scattered individual cases. In this, disease is scattered individual cases. Try to understand. If a person is suffering from malaria, other may not. Means when there are scattered individual cases, individually a person may suffer from malaria. Example, malaria. Individual cases are there of such type of disease, then it is called a sporadic disease. Understood or not? So dear children, today what we discussed, what is disease, the definition of disease. World Health Day on 7th April it is celebrated. We have discussed about the categories of disease, on what basis we can classify the disease, and the first one we discussed today, that is categories of disease on the basis of extent of occurrence, and on the basis of extent of occurrence we discuss endemic, epidemic, sporadic and endemic. So these four type of disease, which is based extent of occurrence, we discussed. In the next video we will discuss about the disease based on the pathogens, disease based on transmitting agent, we will, and on the basis of communicability, whether it is communicable or not communicable, we will discuss in the next video. Today up to this much. Thank you very much.